All right. This gentleman's got a monster break, but this time he scratches on his serve. Could be very dangerous here. You're looking at the European Mosconi Cup team member, Nick Ekonomopoulos. I like the stripe balls from here because that corner pocket is blocked by those two stripes up there, and there's no really stripe balling problems. Everyone has a pocket. Unlike the solids, you have to clear the 2 to get the 3 past there, and you got to clear those stripes before you can get the 6 into a pocket. So that's what Nick's going to go for. You're going to see him clean house down here. He'll probably take these first 2 stripes if he's going to start at the bottom of the table. And what I'm saying is splitting the table. The bottom half of the table would be from the side pocket to the lower part of your monitor. And then work his way up table and back for the 8. So you want it to be as straight on this 10 as possible so he can just draw back, and then he has a selection. It's very crucial that he gets that 11 ball in the upper right-hand corner out of the way. He's got to open up that pocket for the 9 and the 12. So you might see him attack that right after this. He's going to get in a position to do so. Okay, you can see the 9 goes past the 11, so he might creep up and play that window between the 15 and the 6 ball, looks like, to take the 9 out next. And then he's clear sailing. Just looks like a total run out from here. And from the initial break, Jalal actually scratching on his serve. This is big, because if Nick could win this rack and break and make a ball and win the next rack, that's huge in an alternate break format. So he can do one or two things. He can spin around the 1 ball and then play the 15 if he wants. So he's got that angle. And if he comes up a little shy, he can always play the 12 ball on the side to get position on the 15 and then back to the 8. So he's got a couple of balls to choose from once he lands here. Got a little bit funny here. Just a little funny. He doesn't want to bump that 6. And you can't draw out of that corner pocket, that upper right-hand corner pocket sharp because of the 1 ball. You might have, yeah, you see, that's what he's looking at now. He might punch this just to go between the 1 and the 6. And stay in that straight line and just hit the short rail and come back out. You might see him do that, just kill the cue ball right there. So you got a little out of line here. Who's out there on Facebook? Let me hear you. I'm with you. Let me refresh Facebook here. Stream looks great here. So clear. Thanks, Upstate. You got it, Luke. I'll try to keep those comments in front of me. Yes, Michael. What's up, Mike? Oh, this is touchy. He's going to hit this ball with reverse. If he plans on playing this 9 ball in the side pocket, you'll probably see him hit the cue ball with a lot of left-hand English and go long rail, short rail, and back up if he plans on cutting in the side. Or draw back. I don't know how far back to the rail above the side pocket can he get. He's got to be careful he don't hit the 7. He did hit the 7, and he got behind it, and he got a shot. He played it that way. He was playing it to hit the 7 square and use the 7 to stop the cue ball. He wound up getting behind it. He got kind of fortunate that he didn't get hooked. Bianca, hi. Nico Ekonomopoulos draws first blood. 1-0. Racing to 6. Don't forget Mr. Pat Fleming. He's going to be heading down to Norfolk, Virginia, right there on your screen. Make sure to get your pay-per-view purchase at AccuStats.com or InternationalNineballopen.com. Also, after we're down there at the International Nine Ball Tournament, we'll be heading to Sterling, Virginia to bring you Shane Van Boning and Dennis Acolo in a race to 120 for some massive big cheese. Big money, in other words, November 7th and 8th. You can purchase your pay-per-view right now at roysbasement.com. Here we go, rack number 2. Nico's going to use the ball counter. I like that, as long as they're clicking and holding right. If not, I like to throw coins around the rails. Hitting them a little bit off to the right side of the spot. But then again, back to the same break on 8 ball is just like 10 ball, like Mike Yetnick said, where the second balls behind the 1 go towards the side pocket. So that's what he's playing. And he didn't make them, but he did make the 3 or the 5, I believe, made one of the balls in the bottom right-hand corner. So he'll maintain control of the table. What are you going to pick from here? Look where the cue ball is. Cue ball's kind of locked up. Let's take a look at that cue ball. He really doesn't have much of an option here. He could play safe and still the table maintain itself open. I don't see anything that he can play. Unless he can cut the 11. Can he cut the 11 past? The 11 might be playable, and that's why he's thinking about stripes. Boy, that 11 looks close. If the 11 is playable, he really has no choice but to take the stripes. And it's not too bad because you could see down at the 13 and the, looks like the 14, they do have pockets once you clear the 12 out of the way. Whoa. He might be okay. He's got to get that 12 out of the way so he can take that 14 and 13 out of play. He's going after that trouble, but that 10 ball has to be cleared too. This way the 15 will pass. The 15 does go on the side, so he's got options here. You might see him get right between the 8 and the 14 here. Okay, he elected to nudge him apart. That's a pretty nice shot right there. What a champion. You have Hunter Lombardo actually on the adjacent table to this one. I think he's just practicing right now. I guess he's getting ready to play. He's off to your right. You'll see him come into the picture every once in a while. All right, so the 10 to the 15, to the 9, to the 14, and then out. Or is he going to go 9? I like taking the 10 out now because you have the angle to get back and play the 15 in the side. He can take a double swipe at it here. He might play the window for the side pocket. Let's see, off the 14 if he goes forward. Okay, so he went forward. He's going to go 2 rails to the center of the table. If he comes up too short, he'll have the option of playing the 10. If he comes up perfect, he'll play the 15 and draw back for the 10 if he gets nice and straight. But he is going after the 10 ball here. find the window with a side pocket. He's going to take a look. See, if you fall on it, you can draw back or go forward and come back out. I tell you, I like taking the 15 here since he's right there, but this gentleman is a champion in every right. I guess he's going to stop the cue right there. They make it look so easy, it's scary. Okay, a little drift. What's up, everybody? Please like and share. It's least we can do for all of Upstate's hard work. Well, at least we can do for Dr. Fedak and, adding 15,000 here. And plus picking up the check for everybody. He bought everybody a drink last night. There's like 200 or 300 people in here. It was crazy. But the doc is like that. Thank you, Doc. In fact, he's here. He was here today. I think he came back for day 2. Folks, I can't tell you enough about these. I gave away a couple of dozen tips that were given to me by the manufacturer. In fact, Joe is here. He just went out the door for a second. And the response I got back was like, wow, where do I get these? Well, that's where you get them, and that's the phone number I got to pass back along to the people I gave the tips to. He's here on premises. We're going to try to get him in the booth here. You notice we are using the AccuRack by Chris Renfro, and it's made. His website is outsfield.com. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Making it a lot easier and making the tournament smoother by not having to stand there and re-rack the balls with a plastic or wooden rack. Nikos leads here 2-0. We're only racing to 6. Into the break. The 15 was going, it got kicked. 15 was one of the second balls. Boy, this is tough, but he's such a great breaker. That 15 got kicked out. I'm bragging about him because I seen him play and I seen him shooting matches. He's got this billiard type of English. He likes to spin the rock. So I'm sure we're going to get the chance to see Jalal shoot the balls. All right, let's see. Where do we go from here? 9 ball, the 6 ball. Boy, I tell you what, any one of them are good. Any one of them are good. Nick's going to pick the stripes, it appears. You see Ryan Shue. He must be playing Hunter Lombardo. He's off to your right. He's a Taiwanese player. So Nick's going to go after, oh, geez, he got himself jammed up. If he doesn't have that 10 in the side pocket, he's hooked. Let's take a look at that side pocket. Oh, he does. He's got the side pocket. Now what to do, though? Side pocket, come out for the 15 in the corner. Looks like he's going to attempt to try this 10 ball into the side pocket. If he does that, he's got to play the window between the 8 and the 3 for the 15 in the corner. If he overruns this 7 ball, then he's got the 9 down the corner. This shot is going to be the rack. Watch the cue ball. See, he overran it. Now he has the 9. This guy is a smart player. He's got plan A and B in the same shot. Wasn't on the Moscone Cup for nothing. He was on there because he deserved it. Shot right into the stack. Perfect. This is amazing to watch 8-ball being played at this level. You know, when you go back to the days of Mike Siegel and Jim Rempe and Buddy Hall and the whole crew. Looks like Jalal says, Jalal, he says, you got it, Nico. So Nico puts up another one in a race to 6, leads here 3-0. I suggest you follow Greg Antonakis on Facebook. He's always doing some raffling and, you know, always having fun and giving away cue sticks, you know, at a price that you could afford. And if you win it, it's a beautiful thing. I know somebody won a $5,500 cue and he invested like $100. A beautiful Southwest, I believe. So go over there and become friends with Greg Antonakis or see the groups that he runs. Or simply call him up. There's the azbilliards.com shirts. They are available at the website right now on azbilliards.com. Tell them we sent you. And once again, you are watching the NYC. Hey, here's Joe. I told you, man, I should have played the lotto. I knew he was coming by. So I want you to sit down, Joe, when you get a chance. First, take care of business. His name is Joe. He's the one that invented high-impact tips, by the way. Joe, yeah. Joe S. That's all right. Boom. Joe, I need you to have a seat, Joe. Put a headset on. I hope you sit within camera angle. See that there's a shot up there? See you're in that shot? There you go. I want people to know who you are. Let me fix that camera up, and then we'll get you right on the air. Hey, Joe, you there?
How's everybody today?
All right, folks, here he is, the man, the myth, and the magic that's making these tips blast off planet Earth. Even Superman can't catch the cue ball when it bounces off the tip. He's right there. This is the guy. When you see him make an illegal post and say, hey, you created something that's like a Super Bowl. Hey, Joe,
nice
all
to
kidding
see
aside,
everybody. Nice
everybody's
to see
liking these tips that you invented. They're called high-impact tips, folks. We'll bring up the number and right on your screen. Let's see if we can do it before Nico shoots. There it is, 917-406-3175. You can purchase yours right there. What's the dilly? Now, you know, this is the lingo that kids use today. What's the dilly behind these tips? They're going haywire.
Well, the reason I came out with these tips is we get the benefit today of seeing all these great players from the advantageous streams that you do, Al, and we see all the pros. The pros spend hours and hours practicing their break. They could see the rack, they adjust for climate, they adjust for table conditions. They know it inside and out. The amateurs don't get an opportunity to do that, so they need an edge. And the edge is the transfer of energy that's produced from these tips. So you hit the rack square, you're going to get a result.
An explosion.
You're going to get an explosion, is correct.
So we're going from like a 22 bullet being fired to like a 45 or 9 millimeter.
357 Magnum.
Or 357.
The energy is so great that's transferred when you hit that rack square.
Right.
And it's so important to break an 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball to get a ball in or two to continue on. That's what everybody wants.
Right. That's big part of the game, the break. The now the tip itself. Do you chalk it up, or do you don't have to chalk it up? Or?
You can chalk it. You can jump with it. It holds chalk. You could scuff it. It's scuffable. It does everything.
All right. So they can call you up.
It's off the charts, Al.
I know it's off the charts. It's like Dick Clark's greatest hits of Motown, but they can call you up for these tips. How much are the tips going to cost? Let's say the average person in the United States. We do have viewers watching from around the world. But let's say the United States. How much do the tips cost if they call you direct instead of going to a distributor? Right now, you're not giving them to distributors. It's kind of your product.
That's correct.
So they're going to have to go through you. How much do the tips cost? And is there shipping involved within the United States? Your game, take it away.
The retail on the tips are $10 a piece. Generally,
What? Whoa,
$10 a piece.
Back up. Hold on. The going rate on a tip today is quite a bit.
Absolutely.
These are $10 a piece.
And generally, anywhere in the United States, shipping is $5. So I ship them to you, $15 all in.
They're yours.
That's it. And if there's any installers out there looking to get the best tip out there now, call me up. We'll discuss
Breaking.
a little bit of
Installation and
bulk,
breaking.
a little bit of a bulk discount.
Oh, so in other words, they can buy a bulk discount.
Installers get a bulk discount. Yes, absolutely.
So in other words, we got pool rooms listening and they have the installers in on their premises. They can call you up and say, "Hey, Joe, I need two. Let me start out with 2 dozen or a gross, and then we'll see where it goes from there."
Or even 10. We'll ease into it.
Well,
Absolutely.
You got to shoot for the gross, Joe. You don't go from the lower part. You shoot from the gross, then you work your way down.
I'm easy, Al.
I know you are. He's a great guy. That's the gentleman, Joe S., that invented that tip. We had to get him in the booth. We're not going to ask you the secret ingredients because White Castles didn't tell us years ago either.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Coke doesn't tell Pepsi.
That's right.
And that's the way it is.
There it goes, folks. You heard it from the horse's mouth. That gentleman right on your screen right there, he's a secret agent man.
Thank you so much, Al.
You got it, Joe. Thank you for sitting in.
Thanks.
Well, folks, there you have it. If you get yours right now, it's $5 shipping within the continental USA. I'm going to bring that phone number up because I know there's a lot of people private messaging me right now. You're going to bring it up on your screen. There it is, 917-406-3175. One thing about Upstate Owls, I like to have the manufacturer on premises and get into their product a little bit. Well, when I seen Joe, I said, we got to get him in the booth. We got to get him in the booth. He's a little shy guy. He doesn't really like to get on the air, but, you know, Upstate Owls breaking him in like everybody else. So get over there, get your tip right away. There's the number once again. Take a screenshot. 917-406-3175. Back to Nico, says he's leading here 3-0. We're only playing a race to 6. 8 ball in the bottom left-hand corner. Hey, Carol. Nikos makes it. Wow. Nikos is on a tear here. We still didn't. I don't know. I don't know if we got the likes of watching Jalal Yousef shoot yet, but I want to see him shoot. He's got an amazing stroke, and I want to see him shoot. Hi, Carol Hardy. You're quite welcome. Thank you for the kind words. $10 for a tip. Can you believe it, Steve Sutton? I gave away a couple of dozen already, and Frankie's got them, and Joey K, and some of the pros that were overseas, I gave them. Is Joe taking questions about his tip? If so, well, I lost that comment. I'm not there. Can you pop the number in the chat? I was too slow. Trevor, did you sit in the front row seat? I'll do that for you, Trevor. 1 second, pal. Only joking. Let me see if I can grab the number here. There you go, Trevor. High Impact Tips. That's the phone number right there. Oh, my leg's doing great. Thank you so much for asking, Carol. I did the total prescription of antibiotics. I laid up in bed for a good 3 or 4 days. and healed real well. Thank you, Carol. I hope you're feeling better, too. I know you've been through some changes yourself. So nice of you to ask. Okay. Like I said, I wanted to see this gentleman because I seen him off camera and I sweated a couple of his matches. He's actually a good three-cushion billiard player, too, by the way. Watch his cue ball when he has to spin and make it work. He's got such a beautiful stroke. Beautiful stroke. Into the bottom corner. He's going to disrupt the furniture a little here, I think. He hit it hard enough to get it out of there. This way it's out in the open so he can have a shot. And that's a smart move. That's what you call thinking way ahead of time. We got a surprise guest commentator. His name is Mark Lamberti. He's out of Jersey. He's got a pool and a pool table in his backyard. The guy's living the lifestyle of the rich and famous.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone. What's up, Al?
You're quite welcome. Prez. Nothing, Mark. I was trying to tell everybody how I have a problem pronouncing his first name. Yousef is his last name. Jalal,
that's what
Jalal Yousef.
Yeah.
I was telling everybody the stroke that this gentleman has is amazing. He played one of the top billiard players here at Steinway, and they come running over to me right away. They said, Al, who's this guy? I said, I don't know him right now. Who are you talking about? He's the big guy with the beard. So I was outside. I had to come in and find the big guy with the beard, and it happened to be Jalal.
Yeah, they say he's one of the best players in the Middle East, right?
Yeah, yes, without a doubt. But right now he's losing here 4-0. It's a race to 6, and it's an alternate break format. He's in deep water. Mike Scalfani says, hello, Mark.
What's up, Mike?
I got the comments over here. I'm trying to keep them close to me because you don't hang out long enough.
Well, I let the big boys come in the box today. It's a big event. I got no business in here.
Yeah, you do. This is a free stream. If anybody doesn't like your commentary, we'll give them a refund. Don't worry about it.
Give them a refund.
On a free stream. Meanwhile, they get to see the, oh, boy, that 6 ball is lying in front of the 8. He might have enough of the 8 ball to pocket it in the blind pocket, the upper right-hand corner on your shot right here. But a lot of times when the players shoot this shot, that 8 ball will hit the long rail. They'll hit it short. Watch the shot.
He's going to bury it.
8 ball in the corner or the side. I don't know where he called.
Looked up top.
He's going to bury it.
Boom.
They hit the long rail first.
He made it.
Made it. Okay, so Jalal is on the board, 4-1. Nikos decides to take a break. It is his break, I would imagine, so he's allowed. 4-1, we're racing to 6. Since Nico took a break, let us tell you a little about what's going on as far as where we're heading right after Steinway, which will be Monday, tomorrow. We're going to be heading down right here with Mr. Pat Fleming. He's already there. We're going to be heading down there and giving Pat a hand behind the scenes. It's the International 9-Ball Open. It's taking place in Norfolk, Virginia. Everybody knows about it. In the location where the U.S. Open used to be handled. Pat taking over that tournament. He's raised $50,000 added. Somebody's going to win big prize money. You could see Chang won it last year. And he's going to be there, the defending champion, along with 100 and something other players. I'm not sure of the list. That keeps growing every day. I know Chris Milling, Jason Shaw, everybody, really, everybody's going to be there. Everybody and anybody is going to be there at the International. We'll be down there to lend Mr. Pat Fleming a hand, very good friend of ours. And then after that, staying in Virginia, I'm going to bring you this right here on your screen. It's going to be Dennis Acolo versus Shane Van Boning in a race to 120. You can go to roysbasement.com and make your purchase via pay-per-view right there. But Nico says, Al, we got things to deal with here. So we're going to go back over to Nico as he's racking.
There were some funny Facebook streams with him the other night.
Yeah, I deleted them. Whenever everybody's having a good time and partying, I delete the videos. I don't save them.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. People having adult beverages, you know, and having a good time.
Having fun. That's
Yeah.
it.
I don't save that footage. You can see we're using the AccuRack by Outsville.com. Chris Renfro. He's generously sent them to us. And that's his logo you see on your screen. Coming up right there. That's Outsville.
Good
AccuRack.
rack. Very good rack. Very hard to ruin that rack. I
Well-
left mine out in the rain and everything, and it's still beautiful.
Well, you should buy a couple of sets anyway.
I do.
Did you
I
get
have a
the?
couple
Did,
sets.
did you get all of them?
Yeah, I have
in
the
the tube?
set with the brake. Yeah,
In the
with
tube,
the
yeah.
brake pad
Uh-huh.
and the 3-ball, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball.
Good racks. I actually have them
Oh, yeah.
myself.
I bent it on accident. The bend is gone.
It's all right.
Yep.
Okay, 4-1 Nico, and Nico breaks. You know, anytime you're playing alternate break format, it's very critical that you win on your break if you can. Watch the cue ball. He's playing the 2 balls behind the 1 into the side pocket. There goes the 6. But the table remains open. So he can pick whatever he wishes from here. Now let's take a quick gander around the table here and see what we got. Well, you got the 7 blocking the 15. The 7 ball is kind of locked up between the stripes. Oh, my man Tony Anagoni. Roses Sicilian?
Food.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tony. He's always bringing me something, always.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Tony. Tony Anagoni, folks. He owns major restaurants throughout the metro area.
Smells good.
I don't know, they throw food at me like I'm starving over. I got a box of cookies to die for from Jersey. I mean, from Long Island, from one of the most famous bakeries. Putting weight on me here. All right. So, you know, what I say is if you can take the stripes and get away with it, I would take the stripes. But either solids or stripes is a good ball to take. But what do you take with your first shot? He's going to take the solids. And he's taking the solids primarily because I think the 4 ball he is blocking the shot of that stripe. So what a nice touch there by Nikos to get in this position just to slide across. Now, you do not want to bump this 3 and put it up against the 8. But he wants to get to the 4 ball and then shoot the 3 in the side pocket. If he plans on taking care of his solids down at this half of the table, that's the way he'll work. He'll slide over, take the 4, and then take the 3 in the side, and then go up for the 2. Let's see what he does.
How do you say his last name?
Ekonomopoulos. Did he get there? He got there for the side pocket. That'll work. Now let's take a look now. If we can lean over his shoulder a little bit. And he's got the angle. This is a beautiful angle. He can actually bump the 8 out towards the rail so that it's clear to make it in the pocket. Watch this shot.
Looks like it.
This guy plays jam up. They all do, but this is some shot. See that? Now that clears the other corner pocket. Nice shot. And he's got the shot on the 4. 4 to the 2, to the 7, back to the 8. And that's what he's looking at.
He sees it all.
Amazing.
Where's Marco? He has a match coming up, doesn't he? 3 o'clock?
Marco?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be here. What time is it now? Only 1:45. All right, let's see what he does with the cue ball. He might go after the 7 ball here. First, let's see. Yeah, he might go after the 7. I'm not sure. Let's go to the head-on cam. No, he's going after the deucey-do.
Still clear.
He's going after the 2. And then 3 rails around, off the 7 in the side for the 8-ball shot. Nice maneuver. That's what you call pinpoint position here. Watch this shot. Probably going to stop the rock right there. He's going to take another look. He might want to go up a couple of inches. Don't go up too far because that 10 ball will come into play. I like him stopping it right where the 2 is. Yeah, right there. And then go 3 rails around off the 7 for the 8 ball. Stop the rock. There you go. Well, he actually drifted, and that's a nice touch. That's a nice touch right there. Makes the shot a little bit easier into the side pocket when you go up an inch or so. Not bad. You would hit it the same way, right, Mark?
I would definitely come 3 rails around for the 8, no doubt.
Right.
The difference is my ball's going to rattle in the pocket. His is going
down
to
at the
go
lower
in.
corner. His man don't have to go in either. I got news for you. He's got to hit this pretty good.
Perfect.
Perfect is right. He oh, Mark, you got him. Mark, why did you do that to Nick?
I don't know, because I didn't know how to say his last name.
This guy over here. This guy. Oh, my God. He's got to jump to it. The cue ball's going to be squirting away to the right side of this 8 ball. He's got to be real careful.
Oh, like Damianos' jump to win his match
that's
earlier.
a highlight jump.
That was great.
I got that as a highlight jump.
You had the table also on stream when Ruslan kicked that 8 ball in the side pocket. I don't know if you caught that earlier.
Here we go. Nick Ekonomopoulos.
Wow.
Close and almost.
Wow.
Now he could be in trouble.
He should be in trouble.
Now this was his break. Okay, this was Nick's break.
Yep.
So if Jalal can win this and he break next, this could change the game. This could change the whole match.
Oh, yeah.
Just get out here. Back to basics, 101 pool. Let's make balls.
Yep.
And let's get the 8 ball down in the pocket for the win. This could change the whole match. This gentleman here has been around the world playing all these players, top players.
It's amazing. All these players in here. World class. Moscone Cup players.
It's 1:45 and already the arena is surrounded. You can't even get a seat around the arena. Manny's got the raffle going. It's going to go off at 6 o'clock, so if you want your raffle tickets for a beautiful queue, beautiful Revo queue,
Yep.
come on down. 6 o'clock is the raffle time. He's nonstop. Jimmy Leslie, too slow. What you doing? You're eating? My man Jimmy. 6. This could be a turnaround point here, Manny. Nico saved himself on his 8 ball shot.
Yeah.
This is a big turn because it's Jalal's break next. Okay, 4-2. Boom, racing to 6. Bang, let's get back to this match. Race to 120 between Shane Van Boning and Dennis Acolo. You can purchase your tickets at roysbasement.com. It's going to take place at First Break Sports Bar in Sterling, Virginia. I suggest you call them right away and get your VIP seating or second row or 3. I think they got 3 different tiers of seating. Make sure that you get your seating. Here we go to the break. Well, Jalal played like a cut break.
That 8 ball's coming back up.
Look at this. When things are not going right, does he have a shot at least on the 13?
He don't know the 8 has to come up. So he's not going to see that ball, is he?
Right, the 8 ball has to come up.
Or he gets by him.
He's asking if the 8 comes up now. Yeah, it comes out right now.
Yeah.
Sorry to tell you.
It has to.
It does come up right away.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to come up.
They need you. Jalal. All right, let's get a little ruling on that. Since he made the 8-ball in the break, hey, John.
Why is it a rematch? What happened? Here
What's
it
the
comes.
ruling on that?
When you make the 8 on the break, you have a choice of spotting the 8 and playing the table as it lies, or re-racking the balls and re-breaking.
Awesome.
Thank you, John Lehman. There you have it, folks. He can re-rack the balls and re-breaking. Boy, did Jalal get a
He
lucky
got a
one.
lucky break.
He sure did get a luck, but that's the rules. And John Lehman steps in. He says, you must use the template. There is no racking with the plastic or the wooden rack.
Right.
I don't know why Jalal wouldn't want the template. This is a great template.
Not used to it, probably. He used them before.
Let me tell you how fortunate he got there. I mean, it's his break, and he's jammed up. The 8 has to come up. You know what I mean? Crucial and critical that he wins on his serve right now to make it 4-3. And that's how fortunate he got. So, bad thing happened to a good man. Now, he's playing sort of the cut break. I don't think, is he second ball breaking here? Yeah, he is. He's second ball breaking. That's why it looks like a cut break. Okay, he's dropped the ball. And I just quick gander, I like the solids. The 6 ball goes past the 11. If the 6 goes past the 11, I prefer the solids. That's a 6 ball right above the 11. Actually, it's above the 13. The 13 ball. On the right side of the table, the lower half. He is taking the solids. And I like this. This looks like it's workable. You got to get that 4 out of there. You got to get the 6 out of there as quick as possible, whenever you can. And that's what he's electing to do. Don't bump anything. Go to the rail. He's going to play it in the other corner. I like his touch. If you don't like this, folks, and you don't like 8-ball, these guys are shooting their hearts out. Earl Strickland says, I'll shoot your liver out. Well, guess what? These guys are shooting your heart out.
Earl Strickland. Wow, Sky had a good match with him, huh?
The only mistake that I seen Nick make was safing himself on that 3-rail position shot. That's the only mistake he made throughout the whole set. And it's costly. It might cost him 2 games possibly to match. Possibly. I see we have some Greeks out there. Stellos. What's up, Stellos?
That was a APA experience shot. Come 3 rails around right behind the other ball.
You got him. You jinxed him. I'm going to let him know. I mean,
hey,
it's not
you
like
can
I'm
let
not
him
going to let him know. I'm going to tell him you push the jinx button on
He
him.
got bank action all day, right?
Bank action.
He can come at
You
me.
mean you want to go to the bank and take out a withdrawal every time he beats you?
No.
In the banks? You don't want to play him banks.
No, not him. I'll play him, but not for money. You crazy?
Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Thank you, Troy.
It's a fun game.
Well, you got a little funny. You might see him come all the way down table and then play between the 9 and the 11 here. He's not going to be able to hold unless he punches it down the corner. He's going to play that window between the 9 and the 11. Got to be careful. You don't want to go to the 9.
Looks good.
Don't want to go to the 9. He hit it perfect. Perfect. How does he stroke him? That's what I want to know. Strokes him pretty well. Strokes him so good. It's now 4-3. Nick Ekonomopoulos got his hands full. But still trailing by 1 is Jalal Yousef. What a match. What a match. What a match. What a match. What do you think there, kid? What do you say, Mark? Good match, right?
Very good. Very good. Alex in the background there.
Yeah, Alex Kazakis is playing up above. Or practicing, 1 of the 2. I would have to say he's practicing with the template still on the table. Okay, so now we're back to the break and Nico's serve. Nick has to really make a ball and get out to get to the hill. This is a big game. You're talking about 5-3 to 4-4. I want you all to remember Jalal Yousef, okay? We don't get to see him too much in the States here. He's in the States, he said, for about 2 months, and then he's going to go back home. Gentleman, real fine gentleman, talk to and speaks perfect English and shoots every game. Every game. Are there any brackets online? I did post the brackets in one of the comments on the live stream that we're watching, Carol. That's the only one. I could post it again if you wish. Yeah, I'll post it in a comment. Hopefully you'll be able to see it.
You have an updated one?
I don't have an updated one.
I'll
no.
go get it. I'm
Okay.
going to take a break
All right,
anyway.
Mark's going to take a break, and he'll get the bracket.
Just the pros, right?
Nick is a Moscone Cup legend. I have to agree with you.
Just,
All right.
just a pro bracket?
Pro bracket.
Okay.
Nice and clear.
What was that, number 2?
Yeah, you're always number 2. Watch your feet getting out.
Thanks.
Or you could be somebody. You could always strive to be number 1. You got something to do. When you're number 1, you get kind of lazy and you don't want to, try anything. Okay, so Nick broke the balls and broke them well, and he's going to take solids because of 11 and a 9. See the 11 and 9 right there, how close they are. They do have pockets, but the 7 ball is right beside it. So I think he would take the solids. Sticks and stones looking. So the 3 ball is probably going to be his first choice. I would imagine that in the corner. I can't see him back cutting the 1. And I can't see him selecting stripes. I think he's going to go 3-1-6, possibly. He might have got a little steep on this 1 ball. I don't know if he can get over there for the 6 ball. But if he could, he'd like to go 3-1-6, then work his way to the 4, 5, and slide over for the 7. If he happens to land on the 7 first, he'll take the 7 out. But that kind of looks like the route he's going to take. Okay, he's going to maybe just weigh his options out. He might have got there. Yeah, 3-1-6-4, I said. And then come back out to the center table for the 7. But he's going to go 4 and try to get to the 7. And that's smart. That's super smart. Super smart what he's doing right here, because to land on that 7, you got to be perfect. So he's running out of options and balls as he's pocketing balls. So he's going to try to get there with the 5. What a smart shot. Smart shot. Got to get up. And he did. He's in a position where he can play either ball, but he'd rather shoot the 7 because he doesn't have to jerk around with shooting over the 14. So he's going to take out the 7 here. Thing is, how is he going to attack the 6? He's going to try to kill the rock. Wow, this is going to be a hard shot. I don't know if he can kill this cue ball and hold to the left long rail from here. Unless he draws it. If he draws it and tries to kill it, then I think he could do it. Or go back and forth. Yeah, he's going to draw it. He's going to try to kill it with the draw. Watch this. Watch that stripe. Don't get in the way. Oh, he played it for the side pocket. This guy's a super genius. He's not only a Moscone Cup champion, he's a super genius when it comes to playing pool. If he can cut it. Now, it looks bankable also. It looks bankable. He'd rather cut it in instead of banking the ball. So if he can cut this in, it'll be better off. He'll just drift up and shoot the 8 either in the opposite side or shoot it in the same side pocket, depending on if he lets his stroke out. I think he'll shoot it in the opposite side. There he goes, same side pocket on the way. Yo, 11. Nico, Ekonomopoulos to the hill, 5. Five to 3. Well, Joe just got back to the booth. He says, Al, the people heard us and they're calling. Once again, there it is on your screen. High Impact Tips, 917-406-3157. Reach out. He's here at Steinway right now. All right, let's get back to the match. Nick on the hill, 5-3. Jalal to break. Second ball break. And the strike drops. So it's his choice. And the stripes are not too bad. Not too bad, as you can see, right into the side pocket here. He can start. If he wishes to start right there. The only ball that's really concerning is the 9 ball that's near the 8. That's the ball you got to be concerned about. If he takes solids, it looks great, but oh, he does have the 5. Okay, so he could take the solids. Oh, he's got the 5 ball. All right, change of pace, folks. The water and the tide changes like every few hours, you know. So we're going into high tide, deep water. Mr. Todd Fleetman, hello to you too, sir. Wow, did he play for that little window between the 14-10 there? If he played for that little window, that's like, and he's got it. He's got the 3 ball in the side pocket. He played for that little window. I thought he was coming down to play for the 1 in the corner. He played for the little window between that 14 and 10 right there. Look at that small window he played for. Amazing. Nice touch. Nice touch, unless he fell there. You know, if he was playing the 1 and then he accidentally fell there. Whatever he did, it looked like he played it. Wow. Alex Pagulayan is in this. Yes, Pagulayan is here. Alex Opov is here. Alex Kazakis is here. I don't know which Alex you're talking about. There's a few Alexes here. Oh, Alex Kazakis, maybe you see him in the background. He's playing Mike Salerno right now. Mike Salerno is playing on the pro side. How's the speed? Yeah, you're not kidding, Carl, right? Either he tried to fall on the one and the window happened to be there. I think if he played for the one, that would be like such a great touch. I would like to say he played for it because that's the kind of touch he does have. Are you talking about Pagalayan then? Yeah, Alex Pagalayan is here. You can see Fedor Gosh in the back. He's playing Maxime Dudanets. Unfortunately, road partners do have to match up in tournaments occasionally. Alex Kazakis, I mean, you got the jump shot king right there. Dominisos to your right. It just doesn't, I mean, you got the Taiwanese player in the background. Steinway Billiards is lit once again, and so is this match. As we're at 5-4 in a race to 6. And you know what this stems back to? The initial break by Jalal, and he scratched. And he's still being punished for it. He's trying his hardest to stay in the match, but he's being punished for that scratch. You know who isn't there? You or I. What school did you go to, Troy? Me or you? You or I? You or I? We're gonna, I think school, Troy went to we sat in the front row. You should be sitting in the front row here, pal. Oh, it's raining out. I don't blame you. Sit home. Here we go. Nick on the hill. Jalal at 4. Race to 6. Rack number 10. Let's see the break here. Second ball, there it goes. The 6 and the 15 drop. Those were the secondary balls behind the 1. And that's the normal break. Tony Anagoni, pick any headset you want. Pick the red card. Pick the red card. Don't pick the black card. Pick the red card. It's a free stream, Tony. All right, you ready to rock?
Ready to rock and roll.
There we go. This is my man, Tony. Let me tell you something. He owns restaurants throughout the tri-state area. There we go. There's a camera over there.
How you doing, guys?
He hangs out with Frankie the Hook Nose. All right, here we go. Nick Ekonomopoulos here, Tony, is on the hill. Is that you breathing? I mean, I hope you're breathing, but don't breathe too heavy. If you're out of breath, we'll shut you down until you got your breath. You okay?
Fair enough.
You all right?
Yes, good.
Don't hold your breath now. I want to hear you.
I know.
All right. So I'm not sure if he picked a solid or stripe yet, but if he did not, the 4 ball is actually in a little bit of a trouble. So is the 10 ball. 6 of one and half a dozen of the other in this rack. What is he going to pick if he has his choice right now? Tony's got a snozzle that hangs over the microphone over here.
You know what I was watching, Al?
What's
when the other fellow broke and sank the 8 ball on the break.
Yes.
The question was, of course, do you win when you sink the 8 ball on the break?
No.
And you don't. But also the issue was that do you break again or do you shoot the balls where they lay?
What happened there was if he brought the 8 ball up automatically or he wanted to know the ruling, he couldn't make any other ball with that 8 ball would have been in his way. So the rule is he has an option. He can either spot the 8 ball and shoot the cue ball where it lies or break over. And he decided to break over. That was his only move.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
He had no other choice. He was locked up between the stripe balls on that break. So Nick decides to take the solids.
And of course, he has the option of shooting stripes or solids after he, decides what he wants to do with the new break.
You're talking about the rack that
Yeah,
he
with
sunk
the,
the
that he
eight ball,
sunk the
yeah.
eight ball, correct.
Yes, yes. This one here, any time that he's get a chance to take this one ball out, he should take it out. Or the four ball. He's got a fall on this four ball. This four ball is his only problem ball. And that's what he's looking at right now. He wants a land. Oh, wow.
Well,
He's got to play the four in the side pocket or in the opposite corner where the two is.
but
So,
I would leave the one ball over here because the eight's at the end on that side, so you'd have an angle.
the problem is the four ball. You're going to see him go after it right after this. He might knock it out. This way he can hold position for the two. Oh, he got straight. Maybe he wanted to get straight on the one. He's got a plan here. Oh, the four goes in the side. He's okay. He could either play it in both sides or the corner past the two. He's got several pockets. He's doing all right. So he's got the two lower corners or the two side pockets or the corner to the left. I think Nick's going to be out. The 8 ball, you see where the 8 ball is up by the 11 ball? That's going to be a little bit of a headache there. He's going to have to play that in the side pocket, so he's going to have to get position off the 2 ball because he's going to play the 4 now.
Well, that's why I said if he left the one for last, then he'd have good position.
Oh, I didn't see the one. You're
yeah,
right.
the
That's
one
his
is up
key.
there. You have good position to shoot the 8 in the side.
Very good, Tony. I took my eyes off that. I forgot all about that 1 ball. Now I see it. You're right. That's a key ball to get to the 8.
Right.
Correct.
That's what I was always taught over here. You look at the table, walk around, and see which is the closest ball to the 8 and leave that for last.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
Not all the time, yes. And that's what he's going to do.
Shoot this in the corner, get up into the middle of the table, and be good shape. There we go. Nice speed on that Simonis 860 cloth that we're using.
Brand new cloth. Put
That's
on
right.
6 days ago.
Yeah. The best in the business.
Absolutely. So he's got to get good. He's going to follow this 2 rails and get a little closer to his work here.
Yep, come around, and there we go. Perfect angle for the 8.
And this will be for the win.
Beautiful.
Nick Ekonomopoulos wins this match 6-4 over Jalal Yousef.